America Civil War. This one's a really good one. They thought they couldn't pull it off. It's like Avengers 2.5. But this time, they're actually including every single Avenger fighting and whatnot. Even Ant-Man is added into this now. How could they possibly do it? Even Spider-Man is in it. And, well, I mean, not every Avenger. Again, we don't have Thor and Hulk. That was the big deal everyone made about it. Like, oh, where's Thor and Hulk? Why aren't they in the movie? Trust me, you did not want them in this movie. That would just take this to a whole nother level. It's something that we do not want. That would make it Avengers. But it's still, like, a little more, let's take place on Earth, just in casual society here. And let's make a good movie, right? Okay, so I'm not saying Thor and Hulk ruin movies, not at all. I'm saying, like, they don't belong in Marvel's Captain America Civil War. So it's good that they were left out, and it's good with everyone else that they included. Sure, it's the Captain America third one. They were like, how could we possibly beat the Winter Soldier and just make it about Captain America? And they're like, haha, I have an idea. Let's not make it just about Captain America. Let's make it about everybody. So now we're doing Civil War. Not quite the comic book Civil War, because guess what? Nobody has secret identities in this Marvel universe. So screw that. We're just going to have them fight over, their outlaws and whatnot. So we got the good characters, obviously. They're all handled well. They have their own little developments in some ways, how they're each affected by Civil War. So they handle that well. So we introduce now Spider-Man. He's finally in the MCU. That was a big deal back at that time. And, well, he was just kind of get the fans all riled up. Let's talk about the plot, though, of this movie. We have Baron Zemo, and he's all sad about his family dying in Sokovia, as anybody else could be. And he's like, I'm gonna kill the Avengers. And so he gets them to fight and kill each other in a very elaborate plan. I don't know, it didn't really necessarily work out too much. Especially, like, you look at some of the plot holes, like, how did he expect Iron Man and Captain America and Bucky to all meet up at that one place where he had all the Winter Soldiers? And what was the point of setting up that whole Winter Soldier plot where there's like, oh my gosh, there's so many Winter Soldiers, look at this all. I mean, I guess it was kind of just to distract you from what was really going on behind the scenes and make you think something, but then get something else and get that shock value of like, oh wait, it wasn't about the Winter Soldiers, it was about them fighting and killing each other. It's about Bucky killing Iron Man's parents. Oh, big plot spoiler. It definitely had a lot of twists and turns. I did like that, especially that big plot twist, plot reveal, whatever you want to call it, at the end. Bucky killing Iron Man's parents. That's a big deal. And that was pretty dramatically handled, and then you just see him finally lose it. He just gives Captain America a big old slap. That was pretty cool. And then, of course, the whole final fight at the end, that's when you actually feel like, okay, they hate each other. Of course, like the airport battle, that scene was a little more of a joke. However, still one of the coolest action scenes we've ever gotten from a Marvel movie. All your favorite superheroes clashing on the big screen. That was crazy. Black Panther was introduced. I forgot to mention him. Because, Black Panther was actually a big deal, and I really liked how he was introduced. He was handled pretty well. They put a lot into this movie. Like, you actually think about it. It must have been a long movie. It was a pretty long movie. And they really went for a lot, and they still make it all work out just perfectly fine. It's all good. I mean, they really aimed big. And this was quite the big movie, even better than the two Avengers movies, in my opinion. It still actually beat those two. And because this just handles so much more like realistic kind of issues, and then you got like some personal conflicts with the characters and them fighting each other, and no big super CGI big battle with like a bad villain, but instead just a normal human guy who's trying to get his revenge on them, kind of very indirectly. It's a really good movie, I would say. I really like this one. This is around the top of the MCU for sure. I'm gonna leave it there. That all being said, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next MCU movie review coming along in this MCU movie review marathon. Well, that's going to bring us to Doctor Strange, right? And I'll tell you this now, Doctor Strange is going to be the last one I review, because I have already reviewed Guardians of the Galaxy and so on in the MCU on my channel. So that's it. Bye!